Hey guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. Okay, it's so hard for me not to do some corny intro every time I say Peter Likes Books. Anyway, so I wanted to do like update videos every week just to kind of explain like what's happened in that week and all that kind of stuff. And really this is for me, like looking back to see like what's happened with my reading and all that kind of stuff. So this is my very first week doing BookTube, and I wanted to kind of like look back and talk about the things that I've done. If you haven't watched all of my videos, go check them out. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of talk about the things that I had done and what the first week had been like. First of all, I just want to say I was kind of apprehensive about starting a BookTube channel. You know, like I have several other YouTube channels. They are linked to the left over there. And like on my Peter Mon channel, that is just like my coverall, and I just sit and talk about stuff. Like at one point I had like 30 videos up, and I privatized like all of them but like 4 or 5. And then because I got very nasty comments, not that that really bothered me, but so then my husband and I, we also had a channel that kind of went off of our website that we own, and it's still there, but we don't really do a whole lot with it. So anyway, like that was a really hard like community to kind of dive into. But the BookTube community has been so friendly. Like I have been watching so many videos, and like people, I'll tweet them and I'll say, oh, I love your videos, and they tweet me right back, and they're like, oh, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, people are so friendly. I just love the whole like companionship of that sounds so corny, but of the whole BookTube community. So anyway, other than that, it's just been like really cool. People have been so like interactive with my channel and leaving comments, and been, you know, people have been really friendly. So I have nothing bad to say about my experience. If you're watching this and you thought about starting a BookTube channel, just do it. Like it's super easy. I do think this one thing, and I mean, I have been like on YouTube for 4 or 5 years and like watched YouTube videos for like, I don't know, since like 2008 when it came out. I mean, I think real knows real, and if you're gonna be on here, you just have to totally be yourself. And like if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. And it's interesting because the people that are more real seem to be the ones that people like more, right? So anyway, I want to thank us, you know, all of the people out there that have been really nice and helping me, you know, continue to like get inspired to do my channel. My friends and my husband have been very patient with me because it's literally been all I've talked about for the last week. So, all right, in the last week, what have I done? Well, I've done about 5 tag videos. I love them, so I'll probably continue to do them. I have done a review of Harper Lee's Go Set a Watchman. If you haven't seen it, go watch my review of it because I cry in it, which is real entertaining. And then I also did a review of Jeffrey Self's Drag Teen. That's also up. And then I also did a review of Julie Murphy's Dumplin', and I loaned that book to a friend, so I don't have it to show. The other thing I did was I did my George Lester and the boy who cried. I think his name's Joseph. The Boy Who Cried books. I just sent him a book, so I should know this. But anyway, they both did the A to Z of LGBT books, their favorite books, and so I did my favorite, or my A to Z of favorite LGBT books. And it's really interesting, like seeing other people's lists, because there's so many books on there that I've never heard of before. And so like it gave me ideas for several books, and I'm real excited about it. And then, yeah, so that's that. And I did a couple book haul videos. This is like forced me to go to buy more books. And I have to be really honest, so I went to the casino last night and I hit a little bit of money, and the first thing I thought of was, oh my god, now I can go to Half Price Books and buy more books. I mean, how sick is that, right? I guess it's not sick at all. If you're watching this video, you probably totally relate. Okay, so what am I doing right now? Well, I'm reading like 4 or 5 books, and I'm sure that's not different than a lot of people, but I always do that. But then my best friend last night said, are you really like seriously reading like 4 or 5 books? I'm seriously reading like 4 or 5 books. Right now I am, hold on, I'm trying to pull it up on my Kindle. Right now I am reading Ellen Hopkins' Traffic, which is the sequel to, I can never remember what the first one is. Yeah, Traffic, which is the sequel to, well, it's the sequel to one of Ellen Hopkins' books, and I can never remember what it is, and I'm so embarrassed. But anyway, I love Ellen Hopkins' books, and it's about all these kids that end up in Las Vegas, as as prostitutes, and Tricks, and then the second one is called Traffic. And anyway, I'm like looking over. It's right over there. I should have just looked at it on my bookshelf. But anyway, such a great book. Her books are so good. The second one is fantastic. I'm almost done with it. And then the audiobook that I'm listening to, I literally just finished listening to Songs for the Missing by Stuart Onan. It's very depressing. I'm going to do a review on it. And I am now listening to Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I just finished the book, but I wanted to listen to the audiobook. I love audiobooks. I'm so glad I did. The narrator is fantastic. This whole world that she has created, well, I'll talk about that in my review. I love Carry On, and I haven't read the Harry Potter books. But guess what, boys and girls? I started the Harry Potter book. See, look, I take my covers off to keep them very nice. And I have actually started the Harry Potter book. I started it last night, and I'm on page 23, so don't get super excited. But I did start it. And I really, really like it so far. So I feel like I've read like maybe half of it before. It seems really familiar to me. And then I'm also reading The View from the Cherry Tree by Willow Davis Roberts. Okay, so I read this book like when I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade and never finished it, so I've always wanted to finish it. And so I finally like found it one day when I was at the bookstore, and I was like, where did I get it? Oh, Half Price Books. They should like sponsor a video of mine, don't you think, since I talk about them so much? And Audible. That's like your dream. Like, you know you've made it like when Audible is like sponsoring you. So if you're a booktuber that Audible sponsors, Peter Mon thinks that you've made it. But anyway, it's real short. It's only 181 pages. It's about a boy who, like, his sister's getting married and everybody's real focused on the wedding. And he sits in his cherry tree and watches his mean old neighbor, and then he finds her dead or something like that. I think it sounds real like Rear Window, Alfred Hitchcock. So I'm excited about that. Which also then made me thinking about all the John Belair's books that I used to read when I was a little kid. And this is The Curse of the Blue Figurine. And it's one of his series, and it's about Johnny Dixon, and he's this boy that lives with his grandparents, and he listens to old-time radio shows, like I listen to old-time radio shows. And anyway, I don't want to tell you any more than that. If you are a lover of science fiction and fantasy, and it's interesting because people always talk about like middle-aged or whatever, like middle grade, like that's a term I hear a lot on BookTube, and like I don't look at books that way. Like, I think that Harry Potter is definitely middle grade. I mean, wouldn't you say so? And so when, like, this is no different to me than Harry Potter. And Carry On definitely isn't. I mean, whoo, the fucks go flying in that one, don't they? So anyway, but I love it. It's like one of my favorite books I've read this year. And then the next book that I'm still reading and getting through, but I absolutely just, I really only read a couple pages at a time because I really like it, and I didn't think I would, is Siobhan Vivian's The List. It's totally nothing that I would read, okay? Well, maybe not. That's not very true. Maybe it's nothing that I would read and admit to reading. I don't know. That's bad too, because I never am ashamed to read something. It's just very high school Mean Girls kind of book, but it's very endearing too, and I really like the characters, and I don't know, I think she's done a really nice job with it, so I'm excited about finishing that up. I'm like, here I am like reading the backs of her, see, her other books. Anyway, and then, yeah, that's it. That's been my week in BookTube, and it has just been really, really awesome. And I want to thank Rachel from Reader on the Right, and Steve Donahue, and George Lester. And especially a big, huge shout out goes to Richard for Books and Bullshit. He has been so wonderful in giving me suggestions and advice and just keeping me laughing late into the night. We tweet each other back and forth. He's awesome. Go check out his BookTube channel, which is called Books and Bullshit. It's very real, very honest, and it's just him, and I love it. So anyway, I will do some more videos, and I think I'm going to do like every Sunday. I know it's Monday, but I just really needed to relax yesterday. So anyway, I think every Sunday I'm going to do like my week in BookTube, and then we'll just kind of look back at the end of the year and say my year in BookTube, whatever. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.